Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Reacts. We're back on Selena. I've looked and this is her song that she did on the TMA Music Awards that everybody has requested. I think I saw 4 or 5 guaranteed requests. There have been a lot of other requests that filtered in, but you guys requested so many of her songs that probably gonna have to hit them a little bit at a time. Um, I'm excited to see how she does because the last songs that I have reviewed of Selena's are so heartfelt and they capture the moment. I love those performances. I'll see. I'm hoping I got great hopes for this performance. Before we get into it, I just wanted to let everybody know that I have started my own store with of products on Etsy. I'll be putting the link down below, so if anybody wants to go check out to see what I have there, if anybody would like to support me so that I can keep this channel up and going and take care of everything that I need to take care of. But before, outside of that, I'm going to get into this review, and I'm going to also probably talk a little bit more afterwards. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
¿Cómo estás, San Antonio? Les dedico esta canción a todos ustedes de mi nuevo disco que va a salir en este marzo, el 14. Algo intitulado No me queda más.
So I want to start off with that on that outfit. That is a very lovely outfit. I don't know how long it took for them to get her hair that way, but I'm loving the outfit, the way that it sparkles, it gleams, how there's just that sleek, very elegant look to it. And I'm not sure who she got to do her hair or makeup, but from my understanding, Selena designed her own clothes, and that's a very beautiful outfit, and she looks very good just from the start.
No me queda más que perderme en un abismo de tristeza y lágrimas. No me queda más que aguantar bien mi derrota y brindarte felicidad. No me queda más, sin tu regreso y sería una imposibilidad. Y esto que no era amor, lo que hoy niegas, lo que dices que nunca pasó.
Yeah, I apologize for having to stop it, but I was just amazed. It's a completely different transition from the last 2 songs that I did. The first one I did very upbeat. The second song that I reviewed was more of a rock. So their tempos are much higher beat. They're much more involved. And this one is a much lower tone, very much on a oh man, much more of an emotional romance type of beat that I'm picking up on that. And she looks absolutely gorgeous in everything that she's doing, and yeah, it's just gonna keep going on this. So
Es el más dulce recuerdo de mi vida. Yo tenía una esperanza en el fondo de mi alma que un día te quedaras tú conmigo y aún guardaba una ilusión que alimentaba el corazón, mi corazón que hoy tiene que verte como solo amigo. Y aunque viví enamorada y totalmente equivocada, no me importa, porque esto sí fue amor. Por mi parte, lo más lindo, el más grande amor. Y aunque siempre lo renuncies para mí, fue lo más bello.
Man, it's just so so much passion when she gets in that, and the way that she grabs your attention, her dance, the way that she uses gestures in it is just everything is there. Like it's very passionate, and it's just you just know that there's some pain, that there's this deep love behind it, and everything like it just speaks to you, and it's absolutely amazing. And I think I've said it before, is I wish I was a little bit better with Spanish, because then I would actually be able to understand more of what the lyrics are. But at this point, I'm just absolutely amazed on how elegant and how passionate and deep these vocals are, and how strong she's just demanding your attention. It's like she wants you to, she literally is asking you to feel how she feels, and to love as deep as she loves. And it's just, there's nothing really to say. Oh, there goes some twirls.
Yo tenía una esperanza en el fondo de mi alma que un día te quedaras tú conmigo, y aún guardaba una ilusión que alimentaba el corazón, mi corazón que hoy tiene que verte como su amigo. Y aunque viví enamorada y totalmente equivocada, no me importa, porque esto sí fue amor. Por mi parte, lo más lindo, el más grande amor. Y aunque siempre lo renugo, si es para mí, fue lo más bello.
Oh my gosh. Imagine how expensive that mic is to have her lipstick all on it, because she's loves to really get in that, but it's all for a purpose. Um, and the way that it's just, I'm still grasping that attention that she just demands. I love how she freaking is able to sing and then utilize the entire stage to just capture the entire audience, and then right back into it, of drawing you right back into that passion, as she, after she gets done doing her little twirls and dances that she has across the stage, and it's right back into those lyrics. Like I completely understand why there are so many people that are just a huge fan of her work.
Fue lo más bello.
Wow, that's very deep and very passionate. I'm loving it. Every time I do view any of Selena's work, I'm immediately taken away. Oh, trying to get it started again. I'm completely taken away by how passionate, how lovely she is. There's a lot of things that she does that we're not really seeing with a lot of artists. I've noticed that a lot of what's going on with some of the artists today is there's they're missing the passion. They're missing that deepness, that fullness in their music, and it's more of, we're just gonna pump out the lyrics and throw them out there, and hopefully it sticks if it sticks. But all of her music, it's almost seems like every one of them that she put out was a hit. Absolutely, she was gorgeous, beautiful. Her outfits just completely flow. I was nice to see that she was wearing a dress, a full length dress, but it's the TMAs. Everybody always has to dress their best for the award ceremonies. I'm absolutely loving it. If you guys are loving it, if you guys are loving my comments on everything, because just leave comments down below. Let me know. Let me know if there's if y'all want another song that either Selena does or somebody else has done. Check out my reaction to Tom McDonald uh, uh, Facts song. And keep in mind, everybody, that the 17th is going to be coming around for the docu series on Oxygen. Um, I'm going to be going into that episode, that series with with kind of an open mind. I'm not trying to go into that series with the idea that I'm justifying what had happened. I'm not going into it to say, hey, maybe your story is going to change the aspect. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow what happened to fully affect the judgment, because the one thing that makes America so great and everything is that the legal system is supposed to allow for both sides of the story to be heard in its full and entirety. Doing all the research that I've been doing in the past week after I've started doing reactions to Selena, leading up to that docu series, has led me to the understanding that through her tragic story, everything that happened afterwards through the court system, through the battles and everything, that Yolanda has been caught in multiple lies. Um, I'm sorry that it offends anybody's name. I am not trying to offend anyone by going over this, but yes, she's been caught in multiple lies, and that she has run attorney, more than one attorney, around in circles and stories. But at the same time, it shouldn't be this way, but it ended up this way. Is that the she was on a one-sided battle with the court system, that the jury had, from going through those documents for that the jury, with not only withheld information, but the judge refused any conversation from her or her attorney. Her attorney didn't even represent her properly. Her attorney should have put up a bigger fight, but she didn't, because she had a court appointed attorney. She didn't have a personal attorney. Plus, at the same time, with as big of a fan base that Selena had and everything else, it was really hard to find an attorney that was going to take that case on in the first place. So she really was put in a very difficult position. Based off of the things that I have found, I have seen, I'm not giving her any justification, because in all actuality, she should rot in prison for the simple fact that she killed Selena. But I think what they're trying to get out for the full story is to get the full story out, not just one person's point of view or two people's point of view. They want to get everyone's point of view. And unfortunately, whether we like it or not, that includes the criminal that created the act. And I'm interested to see what she has to say, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm very expecting that a lot of the things that she's saying, that she has said in the past, and it's all just a bunch of lies. It's not going to make any difference. It's not going to do anything. At this point in time, I think Oxygen is just trying to put it all together, because in all actuality, you can't expect history not to repeat itself if you don't understand or know all the aspects that had happened or taken place at that time. So I'm hoping that this series is going to do great for a deeper understanding of Selena's life, because there's things that's going on even in Chris's book that he wrote, because I read his book cover to cover, and in the last chapter it talks about the how much pain Yolanda brought the family. But at the same time, Chris kind of leaks a little bit of a nugget, talking about the pool that Selena's father had with the local police. So having these little small things that are there and out there, in a way, kind of gives you this want for there to be more to the story. At the same time, the amount of anger and push and everything the family is giving to basically say that this woman is absolutely terrible, and any further comment is just, and their immediate, everything has been dodged and pushed and done just so. And basically, if you don't follow this perfect story that they put on in Hollywood, then you're an enemy. And as much as everybody hates Yolanda, everybody hate anything. If you were to put yourself in a position, or see yourself in shoes where everything is stacked against you, and no matter what you say is seen as a lie, regardless of what you say, what hope do you have? The only thing that is left is to release a story, because what has she got? She's going to get out of prison, most likely going to end up being killed by either a gang or a cartel, or she stays in prison for the rest of her life. Either way, she's died. She's on death row. Either way. So by Oxygen getting a hold of the story and putting it out and releasing some details and information, it might help bring some awareness a little bit deeper as to what had happened, but it also in a way might actually help give us clarity and finally be able to put certain things to rest, and we can love Selena for her music and her fashion for simply the fact that she was so good at her music and very good at designing fashion. And it's something I'm interested in seeing. But I'm on the same side as everybody else. I'm expecting this whole thing to flop, and everything that we see is basically just another series of lies that she put out there just to try to freaking justify what she did. And it happens. People do that. This woman is a proven narcissist. She has done things even before meeting Selena that came to light after she went to prison. And I want to know just as well as everybody else as what's her side of the story. We already know where Mr. Quintanilla lies. We know where Chris Perez lies. We know where their sister lies, the way the family sits, but we haven't heard from the other side. And in a way, they kind of made that a huge mistakes in the courtroom that they didn't listen to her. They destroyed evidence when they shouldn't have. You had people from the trial who held on to evidence longer than they should have held on to them. There's a lot of things here that it's bad. It's like unpeeling an onion. And the only way to really get the whole picture of everything that had happened and what was going on to bring some clarity for some people is to listen to that and actually see it, whether you like it or not. And then really the aspect is those of you who hate her the most might end up actually tuning in just to see what she has to say, whether you agree with it or not, simply just so you have something to type and hate on for some people, and for other people it might reopen wounds. We don't know. I'm completely on the side of the family because she should have never done what she had done. And I believe that Selena, if she was here today, she would be honestly speaking to all of us, telling us that we need to let her speak and get her frustration out and let her live her life, because as long as you guys continue to hate her, she sticks to Selena's legacy. The moment you guys hear her out, let her go away and disappear, and you only focus on the music and the beauty that Selena created, she disappears. She no longer has anything. As long as you guys continue to run her name, continue to call her that enemy, and remember that time, you're giving that woman fame where she doesn't need it. And I'm completely on the side of the family. Yeah, what she did was absolutely horrible, and she was supposed to spend time in prison. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough there to be able to freaking put her on death row or put her at life with no parole. So she's going to be up for parole, and this what story that brings up, and this is what's going on, is going to be very interesting. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to be, as I go through it, I will be destroying some of the things that she says, calling them out as lies. And if there's anything actually new that's interesting that might actually be considered a shock, then that will be exposed as well in this. But I'm not going into this as I'm on his side or her side. I'm trying to go into this whole series that they're going to be putting out as I know what the court system says, what the story is that Hollywood sees, how everybody feels. I need to know the other side. So as we merge all of it together for the whole story, did she really need to stay for life, or has she paid her time? That's really what the question comes down to. And I'm not against anybody, and I'm not for anybody. But at the same time, I'm loving Selena. I'm going to continue watching her things. I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to do it. My wife is a huge fan, and even my wife has told me that she just feels like there's a little bit more to the story that she wants to know, even though she hates that woman with a passion. And my wife is a very nice person. She doesn't want to see ill will come across anybody, but at the same time, it's also the if you deserve to be in prison, you deserve to be in prison. If you deserve the punishment that has been granted to you, you deserve it. It's nothing against anybody or anything. There is a law and there's a structure. If you break the law, you get punished. If you don't follow that structure and you fall out of line, you're going to fall on the wrong side of the law and you will be punished. That's just how that works. And we, as a nation, don't allow people to go unjust. And in my opinion, that court system, that court battle that had happened, in a way, was kind of unjust. And whether people like it or not, we haven't done it. If we deviate from our constitutions, we deviate from our laws set in place. We deviate. What are we? We're no better than the enemies that are coming here to try to destroy us. So we have to be above that. And I think that's what Selena would wanted. She wants us to open ourselves up to this, to be open and love the way that she would love and everything. And that's how she would do it. I think she would allow this to be heard. But after it was heard and it says, okay, your peace has been spoken, enough's enough, we're done, she would have moved on, because that's what she did. It's not that she didn't learn her lesson when she had to deal with Yolanda. I think she was in the process of slowly trying to work Yolanda out on her own. I think that the moment that her dad got involved, it accelerated things, and due to that fear, something happened that shouldn't have happened that led to the event that did go on. But there is nothing to say that it could have been that Yolanda the entire time had the whole idea that if I can't have her, you can't have her. And that's what she did, because this woman worshiped her to a cult like mentality, which means that she had a shrine of Selena. She worshipped her so much that she was going to protect her idol from anybody. And if you're going to get between her and her idol, she's going to take you down. We see this a lot with a lot of people who follow a lot of religions very heavy. And we also have had mothers do this with their children. If I'm going to lose my children to either the state or my ex-husband, I can't do that. I'll kill them off. And that's what they do. And then they claim that God told them to. And we've seen this. We've seen that. May this could be. She could be a sick, demented woman that, for all we know. And she needs to be dealt with correctly. At the same time, there could be some truth to her story. There's some things that are there that I myself say, if it weren't for these things that are sticking out to me in evidence, I would completely be on the family side, but because there's certain things that aren't making sense, it almost seems like there's something not being said. And I think that's what everybody's looking for. And this is that closure, that's finished piece to bring the story all together and then have some of that clarity. Once she gets her story out and she gets everything out, don't make more mind to her. Just basically say, yep, we've heard you. It's a bunch more lies, or thank you for giving your piece, but that's it. And let her be, let her leave, and just focus on Selena's legacy and what Selena has, because I think that's really what Selena wanted the most. I will be tuning into that. And yes, I understand that the things that I've said today and things that I'll probably say when I'm doing that docu series may not agree with all of you, and you guys might actually hate me, but I didn't freaking join the military and fight for this country for you guys to have your freedom of speech taken away from you, for you guys to have your constitutional rights taken away from you. I didn't freaking do that. I joined to defend this country and fight this country so that way the freaking people could have those rights and those things, and that our justice system stays just. That's the whole thing. You get that we need to freaking come together. And I think that's one thing. Selena is the person that united everyone, and she is one of the, if not the largest idol that has ever come out of Texas. There have been other people that have done that. Um, You've got Natashi, my bad, Naughty Natasha, who is also a big fan of Selena's, and she has tried to model some of what Selena did the best she could without tarnishing her image, because Selena inspired her to do that. There's been other celebrities that have been inspired by Selena as well, and you can literally see this from one celebrity to another. Anytime they bring up Selena and what she had done, they all mark their tributes. They love her, and as they should. She was an idol. She was somebody that you should have loved and you should continue to love, regardless of whatever this woman says. And just let the freaking series go, let it move in the past, and move on. Nothing's going to change how much she loves it. In all actuality, I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot more love to Selena to come, and that we're going to see a lot more of her in the next couple of years. But I am interested in that. If you guys agree that you want to see it, you can tune into my live when I do this. I'm gonna do my best to get it on live, um, as I do the reviews. But if you guys don't want to hear any of it, you just don't want to do anything from it, then I'm not gonna blame you for not tuning in. But I'm doing this because not only do I have an interest, and it feels like there is a story there, a piece of the story missing, but I'm also doing it because the fans need to know. also that piece. And who knows? And anybody who's out there that disagrees with me and wants to blow up my feed, blow up the internet about me, that is completely your right to do. I'm not going to stop you. And in all actuality, all I'm going to tell you is uh, thank you for giving me your point of view. I appreciate it, and I hope the best of you. Because in all actuality, that's what it is. If anything that Selena has taught us is that you love unconditionally, love everyone, but don't turn your. But from the lesson we learned, it's keep an open mind because you never know who closest to you could be an enemy. That's really what I have to say to that. And I'm going to end the message there. But as I said before, I just started my own Etsy shop. I think I said it at the beginning. I'm going to leave a link down below, but my shop's name is Combat R. So it's basically just going through the rigorous of every day, combating life. So I've got some products on there. If you guys could help support me out so I can continue to do this for you guys and we can do some more reactions together. And if you guys want, you can even let me know if you want to do some live feedbacks where we can talk back and forth, me and you guys, and we could actually go through and even try to do some of this because I'm not going to be the first. I'm not going to tell you that I know everything. A lot of you guys know probably more than I do, but at the same time, I'm open to learning. So let me know in the comments, and we will see what the next step in Selena's legacy will happen. Thank you, and have a nice day.